In the winter of 2010, Delhi wore a fresh coat of pride. The capital was ready to host the Commonwealth Games, a chance to shine on the global stage. But what began as a celebration ended in a storm of shame. A 1,620 crore budget ballooned into a 70,000 crore scandal. This is the story of one of India's most controversial sports events. Just 12 days before the opening ceremony, disaster struck. A newly constructed footbridge collapsed outside the Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium, which injured 27 workers. This wasn't just a construction failure, it symbolized a much deeper rot. International media questioned India's preparedness. The world, once curious, now watched with concern. Journalists who visited the athletes' village or Khelgaon discovered a horror show: leaking toilets, garbage on the floor, and rooms unfit for any living being. Delegations from England, Scotland, and New Zealand publicly slammed the arrangements. Federation President Michael Fennell confirmed the village was seriously compromised. Stray dogs roamed the premises. Dengue was also spreading across Delhi, and many athletes were terrified to stay. Meanwhile, the Queen's Baton event in London, a prestigious moment, turned into a red flag. An internal email revealed inflated taxi charges and many other scams. The contract was awarded to Ashish Patel's firm at sky high prices. This was just the beginning. UK news channels exposed more overpriced treadmills, shady tenders, and whispers of widespread corruption. At the center of the storm stood one man, Suresh Kalmadi, a war veteran and former Air Force pilot turned politician. Kalmadi rose through the Indian Youth Congress and led the Indian Olympic Association. But by 2010, his legacy took a brutal hit. As Commonwealth Games Organizing Committee chairman, he was accused of inflating contracts, awarding tenders without transparency, and misusing public funds. He was arrested in 2011 for awarding a rupees 141 crore contract for equipment where it was overcharged by 95 crore. So, how did a 1620 crore plan explode into 70,000 crore? Unjustified infrastructures like 60 lakh for buses that should have cost 40 lakh, metro extensions, decorative street projects, all overspent. A special aerostat balloon for the opening ceremony alone cost rupees 70 crore, though estimates say that it was worth only rupees 40 crore. And tragically, only half of the total spending reached the athletes. Some were moved to shabby flats due to shortages of quarters in the Khelgaon. So, rest you can imagine what would have happened to to the rest of the money. The CAG report raised serious questions about the PMO itself, despite objections from then Sports Minister Kalmadi was appointed on the PMO's recommendation. The Shunglu Committee, formed by PM Manmohan Singh, exposed six different areas of mismanagement from games village to broadcasting. Every domain saw irregularities, delays, and inflated bills. The CVC report alleged Kalmadi gave preferences to selected firms, causing losses of hundreds of crores. In 2015, the first conviction came. Four MCD officials and a private firm director were jailed over a 1.4 crore street lighting scam, but appeals are still pending. 19 FIRs were filed by the CBI, yet not a single major figure has been fully convicted. Most are out on bail. Kalmadi spent 10 months in jail but walked free in 2012. He was last seen at Pune Municipal Corporation in 2024. Last year, 2024, the Enforcement Directorate submitted a closer report which was accepted by Delhi court, effectively ending the money laundering case against Suresh Kalmadi and others. Does that mean justice was served or buried? After 15 years, the nation is still waiting for answers. Was Suresh Kalmadi did those things or he was just a scapegoat for someone else? The Commonwealth Games of 2010 were supposed to be a turning point for Indian sports. Instead, they exposed a nation's weakness in governance, in accountability, and injustice.